What's up, y'all? It's Team FTS. Kelcey with his new haircut.
Yep.
Part. Anyway, Mermail. What's the name of this?
Mono Mermail.
Mono?
It's like a Billy Burke, Jeff Jones / build,
Okay.
but with kind of my own little twist on it and everything.
All right. Do your thing, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna start with this deck, but I'm gonna have another deck of Mermails with my own build. I'm still working on it, and I need to get a few more cards, and then I'm gonna upload that.
You have 2 decks? What? What are you talking about? I'm confused. Go on.
All right, 3 land. Pretty much the heart and soul of the deck. Like, you just get all the combos off with Spear and everything. The card's nuts. Spear make it even more nuts. 3 pipe. 1 is Aquaman. Yeah.
Okay.
He is like the main discarder, one of the main discarders, since you're not running Undying in this build. So going off with Pike and Dragoons is pretty nuts. And then you run the 3 Abyss Tis. This card is nuts too. It's like a bigger version of Pike, except you only can get Mermails. Like you can't get like an Atlantean from his effect when he's summoned.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still good shit. He combos out really good and everything. I run double Megalo.
Why do you only run 2?
Because I don't have 3.
Okay.
And like I could buy a 3rd one, but it's just the fact that I tried it on DM with 3, and it seemed like most of the time he was just a spear target whenever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like 3 clogged too much. I didn't really like 3.
All right.
2 guns. Gun is a new addition to Mermail decks. Gun, it special summons a Mermail out the grave when it's discarded. You gotta be discarded, so you can't like attach it and like send this off with like Leviathan and gives effect like you can do with Atlanteans.
Okay.
And then I run 1 lead to finish the Mermails off. Lead is just the big body.
Then you go off. All right.
You got the big attack that Mermails need, because like 24 is not that much, so 27 is good. And then Dragoons, the main searcher of the deck. This card is nuts. If this deck get hit, this is probably gonna be the first card to go, in my opinion.
Card's mean.
Yeah, it's really nuts. Marksman's pop sets, and
That card's mean.
he pops sets, and when he attack, he inflict damage. You can special summon water from your deck. Level 4.
Let's do it.
Level 4 lower. And then you run 2 infantries. They pop face ups, and his effect is when he's on the field, face up on the field, you can normal summon another sea serpent this turn. So
You can just go Diva.
yeah, you can go Diva with him.
Diva.
He's good. I like running 2 and not 1, like when Billy Burke did. Billy Burke and Jeff Jones. And then I run 3 Diva, of course. Diva is just too nuts not to run 3.
That's raw.
Like, I thought about taking 1 out, but then you don't see it enough like you want to. Diva is like your answer to anything. Whenever I need it out, I'm just gonna make a taster. That's what I say every time. I run the 1 Maulin. With the next deck I build, I'm probably gonna cut this, but I'm not sure yet. But right now, it's still nuts. People say you can't play him in mono because you can't really control the grave as much. But I think you're totally wrong, because you got Abyss Squalls, and you can just pick 3 out the grave. So you can have a total of 8 Waters in grave, and then Abyss Squall, and then drop Mono Glacier.
Nuts.
It's nuts. It's really nuts. And then onto spells. I run 3 MSTs. You gotta clear the back rows, because this deck OTKs.
True that.
I run 2 Forbidden Lance. Forbidden Lance protect all my boss monsters I need to stay on the field.
True that.
Or protect any of the small monsters I need to stay on the field too, to get this card off, like Pike or Diva. Well, nothing really can stop Diva besides like Compose, but Pot Avarice. Pot Avarice is nuts in this deck, and it's always live because you run like 28 monsters in this deck, 27, something like that. By the way, it's a 42 card deck.
That's crazy.
And then I'm on the Dark Hole, Monster Reborn Heavy.
Stables.
Onto the traps. I run 3 Spears. It's so good. Like, this card is nuts. For those people who don't know, if you don't activate this card during the battle phase, on your opponent's turn, if you don't activate this card during the battle phase or during the main phase 2, and you activate it during the end phase, it does not destroy during the end phase that you activate this card.
True that.
So you have to get it. You have to get it off during the main phase 2 or the battle phase. This card is nuts, and it combos well with Lin. 2 Squall. Squall is nuts. Like, it brings 3 out. It's automatic Exceed. If you already have anything on board too, it's like 2 Exceeds. So sometimes when you get, most of the time, you want to get out like 2 7s and a Lind, just to make it like a Gaios and then get Lind effect. But if you already have something on the board that's like a 3 or something like that, you could make 2 monsters and just do more damage. That's what I like to do. And then I run Double Compulse because I felt like this deck needed protection. And cards like Torrential and everything, it's a good card for the deck, but not in this version of Mermails. Because you always have like bigger monsters on field, and you don't really want to blow up your monsters.
True that. True that.
So Compulse, it just solves that problem.
It's more versatile.
Yeah, it's more versatile. And this, I tried 2 tracks, but then I found out like Trag's not really that good in this deck because you want to have Waters in hand. You don't really want to have any other attribute.
True that. True that.
Alright, that's the main deck. It's a 42 card deck. It runs smooth to me. Like I always like 42 to 41 card decks. I really don't never play a 40 card deck. Alright, on to extra deck. Play Gachi. Daigusto. A lot of people don't play Daigusto, but I really like the OTK and I'm a very aggressive player. So I like the Daigusto. Zimans.
Pretty.
Leviathan. Abyss Right.
What's this thing do?
Basically, Abyss Right is only here for the Bahamut shark that I play, that I'm gonna show you next. But you're pretty much never gonna exceed for it because you just
It takes 3 level 3s.
It takes 3 level 3s. You're never gonna exceed for it, but you still get her last effect off if you get it out from Bahamut shark because when it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you get his effect, especially on the Mermail.
That's nuts.
So you don't even have to have any materials onto it.
Yeah, that's a big booty.
And then you play Leviathan because he's just a big beater. And then with Marksman, you can send his you can detach a Marksman for him and then still get Marksman effect. So that's why you play him.
True that.
And then you play Bahamut. And Abyss Dweller for your 2 4s. Bahamut is nuts in his deck. A lot of people don't like it because
It's pretty.
he can't attack. But I like to set up field by going to Bahamut into this. And my favorite plays of the deck is having a pike and then summoning a Dragoons and then overland him and then making him searching Mountain Glacier and just keep going off. But it all starts from a defense to a marksman most of the time. And it's just nuts. You have a face down spear, Diva Marksman, make pike and Dragoon, make him detach the Dragoons, get Dragoons effect and special. And then that's pretty much 5 engrave right there, so you drop Mountain Glacier that you search from Dragoons. I do it like all the time. And then my last Exceeds, my 7s. The big guy, the Gaios. Gaios is the control. Like, he's the finisher. He's the closer of the deck. You make him whenever you feel like you got game unlocked. Because you don't really have that much defensive traps to protect him besides Lance and Compulses.
Okay.
But a lot of people like to make Acid Golem and all that just to get over them. And some people don't like to stop like tour guys and all that right off the bat because they want to save his pet. Because they don't want him to die by something else. But Big Eye, he's just too good in his deck. He steals monsters.
Card's expensive now because of this.
Yeah. And then for the Synchros, play 1 Armor Yard. Yo, TKs with Megalo. 1 Catastor. He's like the answer to everything. 1 Librarian. Whenever I go early games and I don't really know the deck I'm gonna play or something, I just make him, put him on board because it's a big body and it saves my Catastor too.
True that.
I run 3 Divas, so it's easy to make 5s over and over again. And then I play DeLorean. This card is the MVP of the deck, extra deck to me. I know Gaios and Big Eye is real good, but this card, when you come on him out right with Spear and everything, bouncing spears back to your hand and all that, this card is nuts. It's so good. Like, I can't even explain how good it is. You just got to get it off to see yourself. And then Gungnir. This card is good. I only made it like one time so far, but when I made it, it was good.
It was against me. I thought I was cool. I had Dad on the field. He said no.
He had Dad and Scrap Dragon, and I and Gungnir both.
I thought I came back. Then he top decked Diva or had Diva, whatever. Fuck Diva.
But yep, that's the deck profile. Mermails.
All right, so you gonna talk about that other one, whatever you talking about?
My next build is just gonna be a different variant of Mermails. Like I don't really want to explain it because I want to test out and everything first.
Okay.
But
all right, like, comment, subscribe.
It'd be pretty different.
Yeah, I'm shaking the camera. Anyway, all right, let us know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, check out other stuff, leave comments. We like comments. All right, peace out, y'all.